In April 1912, millions were shocked to hear that the Titanic sank in the Atlantic. 85 years later, director James Cameron brought his version of the tragedy to the big screen, and it became one of the greatest films of all time. Today, however, there are a number of myths, realities, and inconsistencies that exist. Titanic featured a love story between Jack and Rose, but that romance would have been quite impossible in real life due to the ship's strict rules. For fear that third-class passengers might spread disease, they were not even allowed to approach the upper classes. The two lead characters are fictitious, but there was a man named Joseph Dawson on the real Titanic. He worked in the engine room and did not survive the sinking. The fact that his grave in Nova Scotia, Canada is labeled J. Dawson led many to believe that Jack was based on a real person. As depicted in the film, the ship's builder was aboard the RMS Titanic. Thomas Andrews, played by Victor Garber, perished but was not last seen in the smoking room as shown in the movie. Andrews took time to compose himself there and then continued to help with the evacuation. There was only one dark-skinned passenger aboard the doomed ship, Haitian Joseph Philippe Lemessier Laroche. We regret to inform you that Rose's famous diamond necklace never existed in the story of the famous sinking. Another inconsistency in the film is the paintings by Monet and Picasso that Rose brings aboard the Titanic. These works of art are still on display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York and were never aboard the ship. Did you know that the famous and provocative drawing of Kate Winslet's character was created by director James Cameron himself? It is his hand you see doing the drawing in the film. Then there's the lovable moment when Jack jokingly commits to take Rose to the Santa Monica Pier to ride the roller coaster. The roller coaster, though, opened in 1916, 4 years after the sinking of the Titanic. As a bit of statistical data, of the 2,224 passengers who were on board, only 705 people survived the tragedy. Some viewers wonder why the passengers didn't swim to the lifeboats to save themselves. The ocean had a temperature of about 0 degrees Celsius, and if the victims had tried, their body temperature would have sunk 35 to 50 times faster, and they would have died even earlier. The 1997 film was one of the first to show the ship breaking apart as it sank. Until the wreck's discovery in 1985, the debate raged on as to whether the Titanic sank intact or not. Speaking of debate, fans will forever argue whether Jack died needlessly in the movie. Mythbusters proved that it was possible for both characters to fit and balance on the debris using Rose's life jacket. On the other hand, the cold water might have made it hard for Jack to think of that solution. For James Cameron, there is no debate, because his story demanded that Jack commit self-sacrifice.